All right, this video revolves around starting to use your Google Drive. So we're going to show you a couple things: how to create folders, how to create Google Docs files, how to drag and drop things, and how to convert things from Microsoft format into Google format. Okay, so what we're going to start with is how do I create files and folders? All right, so I'm going to go into my Drive here, and I'm going to show you how to create a folder. I'm going to show you how to change the color of the folder, and then I'm going to show you how to put a document in the folder. Okay, so if you simply right-click anywhere in a blank area, it pulls up your right-click menu, which new folder is a choice. Or you can click on plus in new folder. It'll create this new folder by doing it this way in whatever current location you currently are. Same thing with the right-click. It's going to create that folder in whatever folder you are currently in. Okay, so I'm going to say new folder, and I'm going to say sample lesson. All right, so I've created that file. It puts it alphabetically in my list of folders up here at the top. You can control that through these buttons, and that's a different lesson. Okay, so I've created my folder. I can right-click on it to see all the options of what I can do with that folder, one of which is change color. So I can create it and make it any color I want. Okay, the colors do not have a key, so it's purely in your own head what kind of organizational format you want. You can choose to put multiple folders with the same color. Okay, so that's creating a folder and creating a colorizing that folder. Let's say I now want to put a document into that folder. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to come up here to New, and I'm going to go to Google Docs, or I could go Sheets or Slides depending on what I want to do. And it's now going to put this document that I have created into that folder. So I'm going to name this one, sorry, my sample lesson, so I'm going to call this sample document. All right, now I can type out my document. No, there is no save in Google Drive, so I'm just going to close it. It does save automatically. And now I'll see that sample document in my sample lesson folder. If I want to move that into a different folder, I can simply click and drag it here and drop it on the Boljon folder or back all the way in my main Drive folder. Or I can click the arrow next to my Drive here, open up any folder and any subfolder I want. And then I can drag and drop that over here to move that file into any of those. You can also right-click a file and choose Move To, and then navigate in this pane by using the back button until you get to the folder where you want to move it, and click Move here to move the file. Okay, so a real quick way to create Google Docs and to put them in folders. One thing I would not suggest you do regularly is use the Rubik's Cube and use these Forms, Docs, Sheets, and Slides icons to create new files. One of the reasons for that is because when you create a file using this method, where is it getting saved? Okay, where are all these documents you see here? Okay, how does it organize them? And the answer is it doesn't. When you create something using this blank here, it simply puts it back here in your My Drive folder. What then tends to happen is it gets very cluttered and people don't remember to file things away. So my suggestion is, rather than using the Rubik's Cube and these documents, slides, sheets, icons to create a new file, that you go to your Drive, you open the folder where you want that file to exist, and then you click the New button, or you right-click in that folder and create it. That way, you're filing it away as you create it, versus having to file things away after you've got hundreds of them piled up. Much easier to keep yourself organized this way. Okay, so I wouldn't use the Rubik's Cube icons. I would go directly into your Drive. All right, let's talk about uploading and converting Microsoft files into Google. So you can see I'm still in my sample lesson folder where we created that empty sample document. Now what we're going to do is we're going to upload a Microsoft file into here and then show you how to convert it. Now Google will automatically convert it for you. I've gone into my settings as in lesson 1 and I shut off that automatic convert. Normally I keep this on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to minimize my Google Drive so that I can see it and a folder that I've already opened up. Now this folder could be in your F drive, your G drive, the S drive, could be your desktop, doesn't matter. Any place you have a Microsoft format file. So I have a Microsoft PowerPoint file. I'm simply going to hold and drag that icon, bring it over here until I see the blue upload pop up in my Google Drive, and let it go. And it's now going to take this PowerPoint file, upload it to my sample lesson folder, and it's going to leave it in the Microsoft format because I turned off that automatic convert in the settings. So now that I've got the Microsoft file, you used to be able to right click on it and say open with Google Slides and it would automatically convert it for you. It no longer does that. So when you click open in Google Slides, it is going to open it in Google Slides, but it's going to leave it in the Microsoft format. And you can tell that because up here next to the name of the file, it's going to have an orange box with the PPT in it. And it tells you it's still in the Microsoft PowerPoint format. To finish this conversion, I'm going to go to File and say Save as Google Slides. And when I do that, it opens up another window with this Review Jeopardy in the Google Slides format, and notice that it does not have that PPT icon here like it did in the hybrid version. So we've got now in our folder the PowerPoint file and the Google Slides version of it. You can also avoid having to go through that extra step again by leaving on in your settings the Convert Upload Automatically button. So now I'm going to delete these two and show you that when I drag it from here and I drop it in my Google Drive, Google will upload that PowerPoint, and after it's done uploading, it will automatically convert it to the Google format so that it is no longer in Microsoft format. So that's uploading and converting files from Microsoft to the Google format.